If you struggle to make solid contact with your longer irons or have poor accuracy with your shorter irons, you're going to need to fix that as soon as possible if you want to lower your scores. So the best way to learn would be by taking lessons, but training aids are going to be a good second choice that isn't as expensive. So in this video, I'm going to be talking about the best training aids for smashing your irons. So what we're talking about are what training aids actually did work for me, what each of them is going to work on, which one's going to be right for you, and also the cheapest place to pick them up. And if you do want to see any demos or whatever of any of them, then be sure to check out the full review and demo down below. But I'm not necessarily saying these are the absolute best training aids out there, and I'm not saying they're going to fix your swing overnight. I've used them to work my game, and they've all been a big help, but you're going to need to be willing to put in the practice with them multiple times per week if you want to get the best results. But before we do this start, I want to just mention our gear giveaway. If you want to enter in, all you have to do is subscribe to the channel, like this video, comment giveaway down below. Do those 3 things and be automatically entered. So number 5 is going to be the smart ball. So the first thing that can help you smash your irons is by using the smart ball, and all it is a ball you put between your arms when you swing. It's going to force you to connect your arms and body, and it's going to make you a much more consistent golfer. So most people have a big disconnect between their arms and their body, and that can result in less distance or hooks and slices. So if you do want to improve your consistency and distance, then you need to learn how to make everything work together. So the main thing something like this would work on is for figuring out your rhythm and timing. So both are super important, and this has been a really big help for me. You can also put a strap around your arms just above your elbow if you want to help them keep closer. It could be the figure 8 strap that's out there, or even if you want to make something yourself, it could be a string, one of those resistance bands, pretty much anything that you tie together to help keep your arms a little bit closer together could benefit you by quite a bit. Number 4 is going to be the Speed Trap 2.0. So this is one of the best devices on the market for making solid contact and hitting long and straight shots. So it's going to help you with alignment, hitting the club face square, and it's even going to help you learn how to hit draws and fades. It's a little bit on the expensive side, but it's been one of the more helpful things I've used. Plus a lot of the pros use it, or something similar, so obviously it does work. All you have to do is place the ball in the middle slot and then hit it. It's going to help you hit the ball in the center of the face, because if you don't, you're going to hit the plastic base on it, which is going to instantly tell you what you did wrong. You can then attach the red rods, which are going to work on your swing plane. So if you do hit the rods, then you're going to know you're swinging out to in or too much in to out. And you can also use the 2 rods to work on your shot shaping, so you can learn how to hit draws and fades as well. So this is one of the best things for taking to the range. If you do go to the range a lot, this could be something. It's a little bit on the expensive side, but it's been one of the best overall for my game personally. Number 3 is going to be the T-Claw. So if you're looking for something cheap that can work on a bunch of different aspects of your game, then this is going to be it. So the main thing this does is it lets you use real tees at the range instead of those crappy rubber ones. It also comes with alignment lanyards as well, and those can be used to improve your iron play. So you can use the lanyards to properly align your feet and body. You can use them to make sure you're aiming at the target. You can make sure you're placing the ball in the right spot in your stance, and it can also be used to make sure you're swinging along the right plane. So you can use it for putting alignment as well, but the main thing I use it for is keeping my body and club face alignment to the target. Both of those are huge components of making a good solid swing, and most amateur players aren't doing this properly. So I like this little trainer because I used to use alignment rods and things like that, but they're always a pain to put in your bag. You have to take them out if you're playing around, but these I just always toss in my bag. They're small, they're compact, they can just go in one of the pockets, and I'll always use it just for the basics, for alignment. But you can also use it for putting and a bunch of different things, and they are inexpensive, and they've been kind of one of the main things I've been using as of late, and they've really helped my game. But number 2 is going to be the impact bag. Another thing you can do to improve your iron play is by getting yourself an impact bag. So most people don't strike the ball squarely, and that's what results in the hooks and slices. So an impact bag is going to show you the correct position at impact and how it should feel, which is, in my opinion, the best way to learn is by feeling something. But if you don't get a good turn through the swing, or your face is too open or closed at impact, you're going to feel it right away. So if your club face is square and you make a good turn, it's going to be a night and day difference. So an impact bag, it's going to force you to lead with your hands, and that's how you're going to generate power to launch the ball out there. But just by using the bag for like 10 to 15 minutes, it made a huge difference when I switched to a real ball. But you don't necessarily need to go out and buy an impact bag. Anything that you can, swing and hit that you're not worried about breaking. Something that's soft, like, it could be like a pillow or like a beanbag chair, something like that. Anything could work. Number one, it's going to be the Swingyde, and I'm not saying this is the absolute best. These are in no specific order. I'm just listing them here. So, they all kind of work on different things. All of them are great options. So this is the final trainer you might want to consider picking up. It's actually one of the best selling trainers of all time because it's fairly cheap and it does work. It's not going to fix your swing overnight like anything else, but if you use it often, I see no reason why it wouldn't benefit your game. But it's designed to work on your takeaway and have your wrists in the right position at the top of your swing. So having like having a good wrist hinge. But when you have your wrists in the right position, it's going to be way easier to have a good swing arc and stay on the right plane. It's also going to help you keep your club face square, but all you have to do is attach it to your club and complete your backswing. At the top, the Swingyde should cup your wrist, and that's how you know your wrist hinge is good. And it's also going to show you the amount of lag you should have in your swing and how to extend to the target after you make contact. And that's been a huge impact on my game overall. But if you would like to see more images, reviews, or get any of them for the lowest price available, click the link in the description down below. At the time of making this video, that was the cheapest place I could find it. So you can go ahead and check out the current price if you want. And if you do have any questions, just leave a comment down below. I'll get back to you as soon as I can. But if you haven't already watched and commented on our latest video, click the video card to the left and get yourself another entry into our golf giveaway.